little bitty those hole in the wall pharmacies that has a little grill inside that's decorated with nothing but fucking college basketball shit, dude. It ain't nothing but dark blue and baby blue throughout that motherfucker.
Yeah, I imagine it would be equivalent to here in Texas when it's the Friday night lights. You know, the town shuts down for the high school football on Fridays.
Yeah.
You know, like they're serious. And that was one thing that was cool. Because when I was in Louisiana, I was there for my first 13 years, and I moved over to Houston right as a freshman in high school. So it was like a culture shock to me, coming from the outskirts of New Orleans to coming to the outskirts of Houston. Because,
right.
I mean, they are serious about their high school football. And my high school football stadium was like 3 times the size of the one that I would have been in Louisiana. So I had thought I'd already made the big leagues when I moved over to Houston. Like, holy fuck.
Right. You know, and that's something that's strange about the schools around Carolinas, man, because that's kind of, I mean, you do have your podunk schools and stuff like Anderson High School and stuff like that. But like around here, man, you got those big 5A schools. When I was in South Carolina going to Hillcrest, dude, that fucking school was like 3 stories tall. I don't know. I guess that was like modern age technology there, man. High school looked like a fucking mall inside. Like, no shit. Looked like a fucking mall. It had payphones hanging on the walls, had benches and stuff, fucking plants hanging around, vending machines every fucking where. It looked like you walked into a mall without the fucking stores. I'm telling you. It's crazy. But, yeah, man. I got up here to North Carolina at South Point. Now, that's one of those little bitty high schools that would come out there and bite you in the ass on a sport because you don't ever hear about them. Football team was just, they were a beast. Holy shit, they were a beast. Basketball team, I didn't play. I just moved up here. I was like, I'm taking my time getting to know people before I go jump into a sport that I'm not going to be able to get the fuck out of because what the hell's going on. But, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. High school's all over the place. But we formulate those people, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the water. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know, but I'm with Ron C. He said he's sitting around waiting for the NFL season. I said, guys, it's one of them worst times to be a sports fan if you're a football fan, is that gap between the draft and preseason.
That's right.
Oh, you know, you're forcing yourself to watch sports that you don't necessarily identify with.
Right.
You know the struggle. Hey, I do got some fucking funny news about the NFL, though. Have you seen the bullshit that's going on with the Washington Redskins? Have you seen they're pimping out their cheerleaders? There's this big investigation going on right now. I'm dead serious. There's a cheerleader that's come out and said that the organization was pimping her out. So I don't know all the details, but apparently they were prostituting her. And now she's come forward, so now it's this huge fucking investigation. And I'm like, oh, come on. Like, this is just another blow for the NFL. Like, I mean, come on. Like, no one gives a shit. You know? You decide, this is what happens. The bitch always agrees to do it until she doesn't get her way or she doesn't get the money. You know, or they're forcing her to do something in which she really doesn't want to do, and then she wants to cry wolf. You know, how long has this been going on? You know what I mean? She's been pimped out for what? A season, 2 seasons, 3 years, who knows? And now you want to say something? You know, it's just like the hoes that were crying wolf with Bill Cosby. Yep. You know, you didn't mind 30 years ago, but now, you know, the struggle's real, so you need some money. So, now, by the way, this is what happened to me 30 years ago. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Sorry, I was answering another. I mean, but you're right, though. I mean, it's like people, I don't understand that concept either. Okay, I understand shit might be a little frightening or whatnot, or people might be a little intimidating, but what's going to be the difference between now and 5 years from now? There you go and say something. I mean, seriously. I mean, who knows? You could have been liking it for a period of time. Oh, he's getting all this money, all this attention, da-da-da-da-da. He said he loved you, but he really don't. You know, how much of it did they actually enjoy, though? That's always my question, is how much did they really enjoy?
Exactly, and that's my thing. You never hear You never hear the story go like this. Woman just got hired to be a cheerleader for Washington Redskins, and her first day on the job, they asked her to prostitute for a senator over there in Washington, and she refused, so now she's kicked off the team. No. It never goes that way.
Right.
It goes, scandal has broke out. Prostitution ring in the Washington cheerleaders for the last 5 years. Well, what do you mean for the last 5 years? The fuck? It's the same thing with the coaches over there in Penn State when they were fucking little boys in the fucking shower and they were just trying to cover it up and wipe it under the rug. And Joe Paterno, because I watched the movie and I don't know how accurate it is to the actual real shit, but I was like, damn, it was just kind of like out of sight, out of mind, sweep it under the rug, maybe it'll be over with. No. If something like that's going down, you got to bring it up immediately because it's always going to bite you in the ass years later.
Right.
And I'm not condoning, don't get it twisted. Prostitution, yeah, horrible. You put yourself in that situation, that's your own fucking fault. I don't feel bad for you. Getting paid to fuck, hey, that's American privilege, all right? You understand what I'm saying? Most of us do it for free. But the point is, if you don't agree with it, if you were fucking not down with it, then don't fucking do it. Don't cry about it 5 years later. It's too late by then. You've already condoned. You've already gave consent.
Yep. Sure enough. You done said, let's get it. Now you getting it. See, and you tease people like Ron C. because he's over here like, why the fuck can I find some of these people like this once in my life? Even though she is a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, Ron, I bet you still do her. Shit. I'm just saying. But, it's the truth, though. You don't hear stories like that, and you don't see the time that they're probably getting introduced to everything. Oh, you got all this new money. You got this new friends. You're going out places. People are, like, opening doors for you, pulling out chairs. You're living the high life. Skirt! Hey, bitch, I need you to come over here and have some fun with this guy. Oh, yeah, you'll make about 10 grand. I mean, come on. Yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, well, if I just do it this one time, that's 10 grand. All the fun I can have. Spa day. I'm telling you. You don't hear that part.
Yeah, and there's guys don't get that. Guys will never get that.
No.
It's sad. We've discussed this before. I mean, it's sexist right there. Why can't we get pimped out?
Exactly.
I don't understand why can't high-powered female CEOs want to pay for our attention?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're a construction worker that works around a lot of hot, horny millionaire housewives. Wait a minute. I did at one point in time.
Hey, I would pimp Ron C out in a heartbeat. He looked like he got enough unagi to go around for everyone.
You know what I'm saying?
We be getting paid off Ron C. He be giving freedom boaters out for free. I have to fucking start charging.
Be like, look, you want a true American dick? Here you go. $5, he love you long time.
You know what I'm saying? It's you could save all the heartbreak. Just ride a veteran,
Oh, shit. Save some freedom, y'all. Please save some freedom. There's freedom boners out there everywhere that needs love and attention. You got freedom flappers, too. Them flappers, hey, come on, guys. Every flapper needs a little bit of loving, too. So, it goes both ways. Oh, shit, dude. I watched, you ever see that movie, Camp X-Ray from Guantanamo Bay?
No, I have not.
It's one of those movies that really didn't make it out in the movie theaters, I guess. It might be just like a little Netflix thing, but, you know how back in the day when we were whenever females were introduced to certain details that they wasn't supposed to fucking be on, everybody kind of flipped the fuck out, like, what the fuck? Well, not saying that females shouldn't been on this duty, but this kind of is one of the facts of it. Why they don't do it like this anymore is there was a female soldier that ended up having a friendship with one of the detainees, and I don't know, they fucking ended up booting her out.
Oh, I did see that where she
that?
fucking gave him the Harry Potter book at the end.
Yeah, at the very end. Yep.
Yes, I did see that. I didn't realize that was the name of it. Yeah, I did watch that.
Yeah, it's called Camp X-Ray.
Yeah, it's having feelings for a fucking detainee. That's bullshit.
But at the beginning of the movie, the way they portray it. Now we don't know what old dude was actually up to. He could have been, an insurgent. Who knows what? But it looks like he gets kidnapped from his house. You know what I mean? So it leaves you kind of like on the rocker right then and there. It's like, okay, was he an innocent and somebody just trying to throw him in there saying he's somebody else, or did he really do something and he's just trying to portray it off? Who knows? Girl had a cup of shit threw on her. Oh my god, I'd have killed him. I'd have killed him. So yeah, well, there you go, Ron.
When you put yourself in those kind of situations, you got to understand that kind of shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. And ain't a fucking thing shit gonna happen. So yeah,
it was cool. A little tidbit that I saw when Trump was leaving to get on Air Force One, or not Air Force One, the helicopter, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was walking up towards the helicopter, and one of the Marines was sitting there saluting him like they always do. And his headgear had fallen off, and it was blowing away way past the, almost at the end of the helicopter. Trump runs over there and grabs his hat and tries to put it back on his head for him.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then it blows off again. So then he fucking runs back over there and grabs it again. And by that time, the little Secret Service guy that was standing next to him, or whoever that was, just grabbed the hat from Trump. He shook the guy's hand and saluted him anyways. He tried, And it just goes to show you, that little gesture right there. Let's not forget the hoopla that happened with Barack Obama.
Oh, yeah.
When he runs right by the motherfuckers and doesn't remember to salute them.
Right.
Not only did Trump salute him, but he went and got his headgear for him.
I'm telling you.
He's a real fucking American.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You cannot take that away from that man. Not one fucking inch of it. What so fucking ever. He is red, white, and blue. Don't give a fuck. Plain and simple. What's up, Chris?
What up, Chris? Yeah, man, I loved seeing that video, and I was all in the Facebook threads, slashing everybody, talking shit to everybody, because they're like, oh, Trump this and Trump that, and oh, he's done blah, blah, blah. Look at that. I'm like, Trump has done nothing but fucking made America great again, just like he promised. The dude is kicking ass, and he's cleaning up after all the fucks that was before him. Yep. If it was my way, that motherfucker would be in office for the next 20 years.
Fuck yeah. What's up, T-Man? Everybody getting up now. From the West Coast. Got the West Coast coming in now. Arizona and South Dakota's up.
Oh, shit.
Your neighbors are
see, look, y'all getting Ron fucking more excited now. God damn.
We have Ron going all morning.
Ron over there doing the stanky leg. He about to fucking fall out.
Oh, shit, Ron. You're a killer, man. Kill me.
All right, so here's what we talked about earlier. Here's a tidbit of information. So I don't know where it was at. I just saw it on the news this morning. One of those armored vehicles had the door busted open going down the highway and blew out a bunch of fucking money. Now everybody went and grabbed as much money as they could, and then now there's reports of handful of these people have a guilty conscience and want to return the money. My question to you, Big Country, is what would you do in that scenario?
I'd have kept the shit. Hey, look, that goes behind double and triple check yourself on your job when it comes to a job like that, because you don't want to fuck some shit up and lose some shit, because that's coming out of your paycheck, your insurance. You ain't getting nothing. Sorry. There was a rhyme and a reason why that much money fell out of the back of that fucking truck at that point in time for those many people to fucking grab their shit and go. Bet you somebody in that fucking crowd needed that money. I'm telling you. I kept it. Why not? It's not like it's just $100 bill on the floor. Probably a few thousand.
Yeah, it's just like I told you. It's a simple scenario. One man's trash is another man's treasure. You have one job and one job only.